Hey there, and welcome back to episode 6 of Let's Play Terraria with Wrath. While the cameras weren't filming, I went ahead and expanded my house. I made an upper floor, so I can have chests up here. Now I currently only have one chest. It's full though, so I'll be making another one here soon. And you notice I put bottles over here on my workbench. That can be an alchemy station, and if I have the proper equipment, or tools, not tools, proper items, I can make potions, such as this. Now, if you notice over here to the left, I began making a NPC tower. And the NPC tower has 3 rooms in it so far. Now, the first floor has the guide in it, which really is kind of pointless. Now, as I went up ahead and looked up some information on each NPC. There's a total of 7, and the first one is the guide. He gives tips to beginners and is extremely annoying and will open doors and then just leave them open, usually. Sometimes he closes them, usually he just leaves them open. Now, if you keep him in your house, like if you just have the NPCs built off in your house, then he will, I'm sorry for the dogs barking in the background, by the way. He will, if you keep him on the main level, he will open the doors, but if you keep him on an upper level or a lower level than the main level, he will not be that much of a bother. He will just stay in his room. The second would be the merchant. The second NPC would be the merchant. He sells and buys goods. He moves in once the player has 50 silver coins, which I do. They're just in my chest. And all of these NPCs, besides the last one I'm going to talk about, require an NPC home, which is basically just a house with a door, a light source, a table, and a chair. The third NPC I'm going to talk about is the nurse. The nurse requires that a player has used at least 1 crystal heart, which basically just increases your max health. And that's about it for the nurse. You can pay the nurse once she arrives to heal you. The fourth NPC is the arms dealer. He sells guns and ammunition. It requires a player for it to move in. It requires for a player to have at least found 1 gun. Now, 1 gun can be found by breaking shadow orbs. You usually get like a rifle or some sort like that, and like 20 ammunition. And the arms dealer also sells ammunition for the guns. 5th NPC. Now, I only built 3 homes so far, so I'm probably going to get the merchant, and I'm gonna have to guess the demolitionist, and you'll see why once I discuss them. The 5th NPC is the dryad. The dryad sells nature-based items such as purification powder. Purification powder is what is used to remove corruption or at least contain it, along with sunflowers. Sunflowers will contain it, make it so it won't spread, as well as stone. Corruption cannot spread past stone. The requirement for the dry to come is the player must kill 1 boss, and the easiest way to kill a boss would be just to kill the Eye of Cthulhu whenever it comes, or to make a boss spawner at a demon altar. And that's what those lenses that I had earlier were for. You get so many of those along with other items, and you can make a Eye of Cthulhu spawner. The 6th is the demolitionist, which I think is going to probably move up here on the top floor, and it requires a player to get bombs. Like, you can find bombs in chests, dynamite in chests, and you can find bombs in pots. Now, once you have found those, and you have a house open, a demolitionist will move in. The demolitionist sells bombs and dynamite and stuff like that. Now, the final NPC, you cannot spawn. He will can't just build a house and meet the requirement and he'll come. He is the old man. The old man is the guardian of dungeons. He is always on the map unless you kill him. And he's at the dungeon, which is either far left or far right usually. If you talk to him during the day, he'll tell you to come back at night. And if you talk to him at night, he will instantly turn into Skeletron, which is the hardest boss. Once you defeat the Skeletron, though, you are free to enter the dungeon and loot the chests, fight the monsters in there and whatnot. And that's about it when it comes to NPCs. In later episodes, I am going to expand on this once I get closer to meeting requirements, or I do meet the requirements of future NPCs. But for now, this is all I got going on. And I think that's about it. So I will see you next time. Wrath out.